Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Wasatch Photonics YouTube channel. Today we are going to continue our ENLIGHTEN series with a video wrapping up the topic of data management features within the software. If you need help downloading or navigating the software, please check out our ENLIGHTEN playlist for specific videos to help you with what you need. The link to the playlist can be found in the description box below. If you are following along with the product manual, you'll want to jump ahead to section 4.3.4. entitled Batch Data Collection Details. If you need a copy of the manual, there is a link in the description box below. This video will be dedicated to describing all features related to batch data collection. As a reminder, all of these features are located in Setup tab on the lower left corner of the screen. Batch data collection allows the user to take a series of automated unattended spectra at scheduled intervals. This is useful, for instance, if overnight spectral monitoring of a sample is desired, or if perhaps a strip chart of the detector's temperature over time is needed. Batch data collection has four main parameters: batch mode enabled, measurement count, measurement period, and process batch period. Batch mode enabled presents itself as a checkbox to either enable or disable batch data collection feature, so you can either check the box or leave it unchecked if you don't want to enable this feature. Next, we have measurement count. This feature allows the user to set exactly how many total measurements are to be collected during batch data collection. The desired measurement count can be selected by using the arrows on either side of the numeric field or by clicking directly into the editable field and entering the whole number value itself. Furthermore, up to 500 of the most recent spectra or thumbnails will be able to be displayed in the measurements column on the left hand of the screen of Capture tab. Moving on, we have measurement period. Within a batch data collection, this feature determines how often to collect measurements from the start of a singular spectral collection to the start of another singular spectral collection. If the user wishes to collect spectral measurements according to the set integration time, then this value should be set to 0 milliseconds. For example, if the integration time for spectral collection is 50 milliseconds and measurement period is 0 milliseconds, then during batch data collection, an individual measurement will be collected at the completion of each integration period, essentially every 50 milliseconds. If, however, the integration time is 50 milliseconds and the measurement period is, say, 60,000 milliseconds, or 1 minute, then during batch data collection, an individual measurement will be collected every 1 minute, or 60,000 milliseconds, with an integration time of 50 milliseconds. Lastly, we have process batch period. This feature is used to determine how often batches should be collected for continuous process mode. For example, if the spectrometer is to be left running unattended for multiple batch data collections. Process batch period is the time between the start of one batch data collection sequence to the start of another batch data collection sequence. An example where process batch period is applicable would be as follows. Say, a Wasatch Photonics system is turned on and left to run for 3 weeks unattended. Every 5 or 15 or 20 minutes, the system should wake up, collect a set of 50 measurements at a specified interval, and then sleep until the next set of measurements are due to be collected. When batch data collection is enabled, the set of 4 VCR buttons on top of the spectrum chart area in Capture tab change slightly, where the Start Collection button replaces the Step button. Selecting Batch Mode Enabled by itself does not initiate the batch acquisition. However, the user needs to subsequently click the Pause button and then Start Collection button in Capture tab to start the acquisition. Once batch acquisition has commenced, the set of 4 VCR buttons change again slightly, shown here, where the Pause button is replaced by the Cancel Operation button. This function enables the user to abort batch acquisition once it has begun. It is very important that the user makes sure that the measurement period is longer than the currently set integration time. Again, however, unless the user wants to collect measurements according to the set integration time as stated previously when describing measurement period. If batch data collection is defined in which a measurement is initiated every 1 second, but the integration time is set to 2 seconds, it will yield the same behavior as setting measurement period to 0 milliseconds. At the end of each measurement event, ENLIGHTEN will observe that the next measurement is already overdue and start to collect it immediately. As each measurement event is reached, based on the measurement period parameter, ENLIGHTEN will act exactly as though you clicked the Save button from Capture tab. If All Spectrometers feature has been checked in Saved Data Options, All Spectrometers, in Setup tab, then one measurement will be saved from each currently connected spectrometer. Otherwise, only the foreground or selected spectrometers measurements will be saved. Furthermore, keep in mind that whatever saved data options are in effect at the time of data collection will determine how the measurement is saved. If both CSV and XLS options are selected, then both file types will be generated. If it is desired that every measurement from batch data collection be appended to a single file in row-ordered format, ensure that Append is enabled in Saved Data Options. For Raman spectrometers, it is important to decide how the laser should behave during a batch data collection. 3 laser optional modes are supported here, the first being manual, next is spectrum, and third and lastly is batch. For manual mode, ENLIGHTEN makes no changes to the laser status. If the user has turned on the laser before batch data collection begins, then the laser will remain on. If the laser is off prior to the batch data collection, then the laser will remain off. If the laser is toggled during batch data collection, then different measurements will have different excitation states. For spectrum optional mode, the laser is automatically turned on at the start of each measurement event and subsequently turned off at the end of each measurement event. Lastly, for batch operational mode, the laser is automatically turned on at the beginning of batch data collection and automatically turned off at the end of batch data collection. For example, if the user has determined that 1,000 measurements will be collected over a 3-hour period, then the laser would be on or enabled for a total of 3 hours. Similarly, if the user wishes to analyze a sample every minute overnight or around 8 or more hours, then the laser would be on or enabled for a total of 8 or more hours. Please note that this laser behavior will be cyclic if batch collection process mode is also configured. For spectrum and batch laser modes, if a laser warm-up time value is specified, that will be applied after the laser is turned on, but before the next measurement is taken. This time should be included along with integration time in deciding what measurement period you wish to configure. Remember, measurement period should normally be greater than integration time plus laser warm-up time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any comments, please leave them down below or please visit our website to contact us. We hope that this was instructional in helping you better understand batch data collection features within the ENLIGHTEN software. Have a great one.